Why you taking your gun out though? Why you got your gun out for? Yeah. So blast that shit, nigga. Let that shit go, nigga.
What happened though?
Yeah, why you got his gun out? Whoa!
Put your gun away, nigga.
Whoa! Why you got your gun out for?
Got his gun out for? Why you got your gun out though?
Why?
You're a fucking asshole, nigga.
But why you
You're an
doing
asshole
that,
for
though?
that,
We ain't doing
nigga.
nothing to you. We ain't
Nobody
doing
even
nothing
do
to you,
nothing.
sir. Why you got your gun out? Yo, we ain't doing nothing to you, man.
Man, why you got his gun out though? Like he act like somebody gonna hurt him, yo. Trying to kill someone out here, nigga? That's my family out here, man. You corny for that, yo. You corny for that.
That's crazy.
What's up, my PBM family? Joe Ested here, founder and CEO of Police Brutality Matters. I spent many years in law enforcement, and one of the hats that I was fortunate to wear was a tactical police instructor. So what that did, that gave me the opportunity to understand policy, procedure, the use of force continuum, case law. I mean, if you're going to be teaching it, you should know a lot about what an officer can and can't do. So what I do here is I give an assessment, an unbiased assessment on the officer's actions, and then I come to you guys and I explain to you what is police brutality, what it's not. It's simple. It's right or wrong. Now, let's look at this incident in Jersey. You have several officers taking a subject into custody. It looks pretty typical. It looks pretty standard. He's in cuffs. You're conducting a search. But then you see an officer has his firearm out and he has it on the side of his leg. Now, as far as training-wise, officers are encouraged to do that if the threat level's high, if the danger level's high. So his perception should be that, look, I might have to use my firearm because what I am observing, I'm observing something that might be so high on the threat level that I might have to use deadly force, because that's all what a firearm you're trained to use is deadly force. There's nothing else. When an officer goes for his gun, that means the perception level, the fear level, the fear factor is really high, and I might have to use deadly force. If you look at that officer, compared to all the other officers, body language, he's the only one who's seen something nobody else seen. So that's scary when you see an officer in a group of multiple officers and his perception is so high that it's so lopsided compared to all the other officers there. Now, people make the argument, well, not every person's fear level is the same. What might be, what might shake me up a little bit might be a little different from the next person. I might have a greater tolerance because I'm from that community, because I can see what's dangerous a lot quicker than this person. So you can make that argument, and it's been made before. But everybody is pretty going and conducting business as usual, taking the subject into custody. So that brings me to two reasons why this officer took his firearm out. Either he was trying to use his firearm as a mere intimidation factor, which is totally against policy. And the reason why you don't want to take your gun out to try to intimidate somebody, because what about the person's not intimidated? And then you got an unarmed person, right? So now you get into a confrontation with an unarmed person and you are holding your firearm. That situation, that scenario can go bad real fast. You can see it didn't work. You can see all he did was make that situation from a controlled situation to a huge, the tension was getting higher and higher because everybody zoomed in because he had his gun out. That's not how you police. You can't go around and intimidate people with your firearm when there's no level of threat. There's no fear that drives you so high that you think your life or someone else is going to be lost, because that's what policy says. Or he was really scared. And if he was scared because you had spectators video recording him while there was several different officers taking the individual into custody, if you was that scared, your fear factor, your threat level, if everything was that high under that particular scenario, you should not be a police officer. Someone should take this guy's gun and badge, make him a civilian, and put him behind a desk. He should not be out policing a community that he's that scared of. Major problem. An officer can take a controlled situation and make it very uncontrollable by tactics like this. So that's pretty much Joe's assessment on this particular. It's unjustified and uncalled for. It would have been nice to see an officer like, yo, what you doing? Put that away. Because he could have made that situation and turned it from a controlled situation to chaotic. Good thing that, you know, it played out like it did, but it could have went real bad for everybody there on scene. Just because that officer was either trying to use tactics that he shouldn't have, intimidating people, or he was just that scared. Both scenarios didn't require you to put your firearm out. All right, and this video here, I got to give a special shout out to Cops versus Cameras. They did a good job with this video. So, you know, I got to give a shout out to them. Give credit where credit's due. So once again, be safe. It's okay to protest, right? But you got to stay safe, because our fight is to fight another day. The officer has the home court advantage on the side of that road. So love you guys, and I'll see you next time.
How many good cops you ever see stop a bad cop from being a bad cop? I've done it many a times. I've done it. You know what I got? You know what I received? Yo, whose side you on? I'd be like, yo, I'm on the right side. The dude's in cuffs. What you hitting for? What is the problem? He ran from us. What does that mean? He ran from us. We got to tune him up. I said, what training? I didn't get that in the academy. We have a problem that needs to be addressed. And until we start having these conversations, right, until the rest of the world start having these conversations, we're always going to have this problem when it comes down to policing.